Hello, I am back again with another Let's Play with a game called Archibald's Adventures. Without having to bore you with too much of the details, let's go ahead and jump in. I gotta reset my progress. I was playing a little bit just to make sure that everything would run right, so I played through the first couple levels and died quite a many times. Let's go ahead and jump in and start playing here. Now, my whole plan is to go through all 144 levels of the actual first game, and that's what the Trapped in a Mansion is. And then there were two additional add-ons called the Great Cleanup and, just for fun. I do know that on their main site, archibald.rakeandgrass.com, you'll see that pop up probably somewhere up here or somewhere. I have no idea where. But you can actually see a complete, about an 80% walkthrough of the entire game. Now, my whole thing is I'm not going to do a walkthrough. That's not my intention here. I'm not going to be doing an outright walkthrough and show you how to play. Think of this as a way of, not. Now, think of this as a way of how not to play. Again, I'm doing this exactly like I did on my other Let's Plays. I'm going to try to keep this one a little clean, because I do know that there are some children out there that do play this. So if a swear word gets by, I don't mean to. What I'll do is I'll create a death counter somewhere, or a restart, because there are some levels that if you mess up, you're going to have to restart, and so I would count that as a death. And then keep a counter, and at the end of every session, I'll go in and donate my money, of course, to Child's Play. And of course, I always encourage you, the viewer, to go in and donate as well. If you like what I'm doing, just go ahead and go to my website, and I'll have that at the end of the video here, and donate to Child's Play along with me. I'll have something set up, and much like what I've done with And Yet It Moves and with Super Tux as well. Now, from my understanding, there are about 16 different, there's 16 levels in each world, basically. And my whole plan is possible. Right now, the first few levels are fairly easy from what I remember. Now, I've never beaten the game, never have at all. I will outright tell you that I've never beaten the game, just played like through the first actual world itself. And more than likely the first few levels I'm going to do 8 levels at a time. Well, that way we have a little bit of something to play around with. So that's my plan right now. Later on, if the levels do get harder, then what's going on is I'll probably do like maybe 4 levels each time, and after a full world, you've got 4 episodes for each world. That is at least my plan. Now, as I go through this, by all means, go to rake in grass, like a rake, a tool that you would use for gardening. Rakein grass.com. That is this author's particular website, where he showcases all of his games, but the one that I'm playing is Archibald. Again, it'll be somewhere up here. Archibald.rakeandgrass.com. Go and download the game. You're able to download a demo game. You get 40 levels out of 141 different levels to play, so you can at least get a feel for what goes on. And later on, it's actually going to get a lot harder, I have a feeling. So again, the more times I die, the more it goes to Child's Play charity, at least from my own pocket. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why don't you just donate? Why don't you just go in and just put that money in and just do it out of the kindness of your heart? Well, I do, but I want to play around and have fun while doing it. So again, I do encourage everyone to actually go in with me and donate to Child's Play while I play these games. And again, if you like what I do, then we'll go ahead and get started. So I do see here, let's go through the very first level. I do know that there are pop-ups that happen through various computers that are here, and so we'll go ahead and read them off. Welcome to the cellar of Professor Clumpus' mansion. You got here by accident, and now you must use all your wits and skills to get out. First, you have to go to the right. Use your mouse to control Archie by clicking to the left or right of him. You can also press the left or right arrow keys or the A or D keys on the keyboard. Yes, I added a word. Get over it. This is a terminal. Approach it to display useful hints, hints such as this, and help on how to play the game. Find other terminals to learn more as you proceed through the game. You can display the menu at any time by clicking the menu button in the lower corner or by pressing the escape key. You can climb onto obstacles to the height of 1 square. Just move into an obstacle and you'll get over it automatically. This is the professor's respawning device. It is a very important machine in the game. If you touch it, you will appear next to it anytime you die. Very useful. And again, what will happen is if I do die, then I'm going to make a counter, on how many times I did a death counter like I did with Super Tux, and I'll appear right back here, for each particular level. These corridors are dangerous. For example, watch out for leaking pipes. The acid drops can kill you if they hit you. Go under them quickly, but don't touch the acid. By the way, the falling drops are lethal, but if you don't have to mind the splashes on the ground, you can ride through them. There we go. Bypass that with no problems. You managed to get through this part. At the end of each level, you will find exit doors, just like the one on the left side. Get in and you win. Yay! Brains! Alright, time to go to number 2. Oh my, a pool of acid. You better avoid it. What in the world is that dude? Looks like he's having a bad day. Let's go in here. Another terminal. Maybe you already noticed, but you can ride faster on longer platforms. When moving at this higher speed, you automatically jump when you reach the end of a platform. Use it to get over that hole to the left. Okay? I'm on it. It's not always the best idea to ride at high speed. Use speed wisely. You will get over the next obstacle if you ride over the edge with lower speed, but don't be afraid to try high speed jumps as well. The minimum platform length to reach higher speed is 3 squares long. This one should be long enough to get over the hole to the left. Yep, it was. Yay! Something's chasing me! Alright, not all doors open automatically. Sometimes you must activate a lever manually. It's easy, just reach the lever and touch it. Now, as I was, trying to say a little bit ago, I've done 3 Let's Plays so far. And with me, I don't know how other people get to do their Let's Plays. Oop. Yeah, I gotta time it just right. That's what this is all about. Yay! Boogers! And so, I like to get permission to, to do these Let's Plays, because I don't want to just do this. These crushers are certain death. You can touch them from the side, but if you get caught under them, you're finished. And that's not the only danger here. A few steps farther, and you'll encounter sharp steel spikes. These will kill you at the slightest touch. You must avoid them completely. Alright, and there they are down there. Now, as I was saying before, I do, I like to get permission. Email the developer, have some sort of, crap. Now there's a first death. I like to get permission from the developer, or at least the company producing the games, so that way, in case something, in case something comes up to, yeah, I know. In case something comes up to where, I need to take these down, I can produce proof that I have permission to play these games. So, I emailed the developer and he's like, yeah, sure, we've got, 80% of these games, of this walkthrough created. If you want to make more, go right ahead. I'm like, okay, sure, Again, like I said, this is not going to be a walkthrough. You can do various things in the levels, not only with levers, but with buttons, pull down, change, and floor triggers. You will often need to switch a few things simultaneously to get the desired effect. Try to switch everything in this room to open the way to the exit. And so like I said, I emailed him, got permission, and was able to, be able to do these Let's Plays. I'm sorry, I'm playing and I'm feeling dumb at the moment. Let's go this way. And that's turned on now. And bypass that. Let's sit on here. Yay! Falling bucks. And that's basically how it happened. Yay! Well, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Let's move on to number 6. What a height! You can't just fall from any height. You won't survive a fall of more than 6 squares. Falling 7 squares will kill you. That's why you need to jump into deeper pits very carefully and find a safe way down. Well, at least they've got this numbered. Yay! Alright. And poop, poop. What now? Riding off the platform will not work here, so you'll need a more creative approach. Try to jump with high speed to the left. Sometimes bouncing off the walls can get you to another location you didn't know you could get to. I have a feeling this is going to come in handy later on. So yeah, this is going to be the first episode, and like I said, excuse me, like I said, every time I do die or restart, $1 will go to Child's Play charity. But again, on your own, go ahead and donate along with me so we can all help children in need in hospitals. Well, that's kind of odd. I've got a crazy doctor. I'm a crazy mad scientist. They're doctors. I'm in his lair. How will you get to the exit? When none of these platforms is long enough to reach the jumping speed, it's easy. When you reach the higher speed, you keep staying at that speed until you stop. You can jump over several holes automatically if you manage to ride over without stopping. Well, here goes nothing. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, and so that's what's going on with this particular Let's Play and everything. And jump. Oh. Ah, dang it. I died. Boom, 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 bah. And jump. Aha. Yay! Burgers and brains! Alright, so this one's going to be the last one for this particular episode. Just looking at my notes here, make sure I got everything. Mention that and that. Yep, okay, cool. So this is just BS right now. Now let's just try to get through the level without dying, or as much dying as possible for Child's Play charity. Ah! I remember this was one that really got me for some odd reason. I mean, it's such a simple thing, and I always die. It almost seems like it every time. You have to try to get over this, but you have to do it quickly or it's going to shoot again. Yay! Do 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 do. All right, so we jump here. A platform for jumping must be 3 squares long, but these 2 crates only make it 2.5. What now? The trick is to step on the yellow crate so that you are only halfway on the crate. Then you will have enough space to get to the higher speed and perform a jump. That comes in handy later on too. Alright, yay! Alright, that is it for me right now. Go ahead and tune in later on, possibly this week, if not next week. I'll try to come up with these as often as possible because I have a lot of levels ahead of me to play. Again, all for Child's Play charity, so by all means head up to my website, www.disturbed-penguin.net or disturbed-penguin.net, the minus sign, the floating underscore, you know, symbol, however you want to say it. And hit up my Let's Play area. I've got a link up at the top. Just click Let's Play. You'll also see blog posts listed there as well. Most of it's my own personal stuff, but I've been putting my Let's Plays here as well. Just click on the Let's Play. You'll see all the information there on how you can donate to the Child's Play charity along with me. And after every episode, in the description for YouTube, I'll have how much was donated and then total overall donation. So again, thank you for watching. My name is Xavier Penguin, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, y'all.